Pete here with a very important update from the Small Business Resource Center. It is 5:45. I am going to try to talk fast to get this out to you. It is December 10th, of course. So if you're looking for news on stocks, investments, stimulus, business, whatever, click subscribe. And if you're returning, welcome back. Basically, there's some very important news. Pfizer just got approved by the FDA for emergency use authorization. Literally minutes ago, they just got their approval. It was a 70% approval, and I guess that's great. Their stock actually jumped up. At one point, it was a dollar, and then, of course, it dipped down to 77 cents right now. But keep in mind, this just got announced, so I'm anticipating that the market's going to be pretty hot for Pfizer. But let's see what's going to happen. There's a bunch of things we're going to go over here. Coronavirus stats, vaccine update. There's a bunch of things we're going to go over. Coronavirus stats, vaccine update, stock market, the election, stimulus packages, and Governor Wolf's new mandate in Pennsylvania. That one sucks. So we'll go over the bad stuff first. Governor Wolf just announced that they're shutting down indoor dining, gyms, theaters, Friday night. So after Friday night, we got 3 weeks of none of that. And a lot of people are going to be pissed. The state basically is prohibiting all these activities, and it starts Friday night, and then after Friday night, January 4th, it ends at 8 a.m. So that basically takes you through the whole holiday season and New Year's for all the restaurants to be shut down and gyms. Okay, Governor Wolf was also in hiding, if you didn't know. He announced he had coronavirus and is going to be at home. My personal thoughts is he probably doesn't even have it. He's just trying to hide. You don't remember what happened last time when he announced all these shutdowns? They were not picking up the phone. They actually turned off their answering machine. Now, I don't mean to sound rude, but this guy should just been impeached for that. You have an epidemic, you have a mass problems, and you're not picking up the phone and you turn off your answering machine. This is not what a leader does. This is what a coward does. Friday, December 11th, that's tomorrow. Congress is going to leave. If they leave and do not pass a stimulus package, we may not get one. Well, we won't be getting one before the end of the year. So I have a couple things to go over there. There are bipartisan committees working to get a stimulus bill passed. Today, Senator Pat Toomey from Pennsylvania had a meeting with the CARES Act and funding for businesses. It was actually more to pick on Steven MNuchin for his job, and they're looking at the allocation of funds and seeing if there was fraud and other stuff like that. But a couple good things came out of this meeting. Commissioner Ramamurti, he said that he feels that the remaining funds that are available and that are unused should be allocated for small businesses that still need help. Another person that I understand has the same opinion as me that I've said is Representative shillelagh, excuse me. I don't know how to say that. I was writing off the teleprompter. They spelled her name different on the teleprompter more than once. But she stated Steve MNuchin should not have terminated funding to the SBA Emergency Lending Program. And she says, Steve MNuchin testified that he doesn't feel we need any more programs. And she said the same thing I had been mentioning many times. She feels that the reason why the funds aren't used isn't because the funds aren't needed. It's because the way the funds are designed, most small businesses cannot qualify to get the funding. And they're going out of business instead of getting the help they need. And somebody in government actually has a brain here, and that's great. I want to applaud Representative shillelagh, excuse me. So, okay, where are we at? Steve MNuchin said he did urge Congress to reallocate the unused funds for the airline industry and small businesses. But I want to keep in mind, despite the fact that they're trying to do that, this always seems to help big businesses. The small businesses like me, you, and a lot of people you know, the corner store, the little restaurant, the little shop that you go to, they're the ones who need the funding and don't get approved when they put the application in. But what they do approve is all these big companies, a lot of them probably don't even need it. And I want to say that the CARES Act does state that a large company that can actually get investor money by like selling stocks and stuff are not supposed to be the people that they're supposed to be helping. It's supposed to be the small business owners, but they don't approve our permits, or our applications, I should say. Senator Josh Hawley said if Congress doesn't get a stimulus package passed, he's going to propose a standalone proposal check for $1,200 per adult. And that's basically the same as the last stimulus package. Honestly, I'm not trying to sound rude. I understand that could be helpful, but we really need a full stimulus package passed. Both parties are already in agreement with having stimulus checks. Mitch McConnell, I want to repeat, he did say that we're planning on passing a stimulus package. They know they need to pass something. But we're looking at this, it's almost 6 o'clock now, and they don't have something that they're agreeing on. I'm almost thinking by tomorrow they're not going to have an agreement because they still have two different proposals. There's a Republican proposal for $916 billion. And then there's a Democrat proposal for $908 billion. They're both a little bit different, and neither one of them seems to be budging. There's two key points. The Republicans and Democrats want money for state and local government and liability protection. Republicans are not in favor for huge money for state and local governments, which they are saying is a blank check to fix problems. The Democrats are not in favor for business liability protection. I think that's completely stupid. That's my point of view. No sense to sugarcoat it. Democrats only want 6 months liability protection. Republicans want 5 years liability protection. Long as a business takes reasonable caution to protect against the coronavirus, they don't feel that they should be available to be sued because lawsuits are so easy if you don't understand how that works. Okay, more points of debate is when the retroactive unemployment and pandemic unemployment would go to, whether they should make it retroactive, and how far they should extend it to. Trump signed an executive order to ensure all Americans have the COVID-19 vaccine before companies based in the United States would sell the vaccine to other countries. So officials say the vaccine should be broadly available by April or May 2021. Pfizer vaccine just got approved just right now, and that was like 5:40 p.m. Eastern. They got FDA emergency use authorization. So December 10th coronavirus stats. In Pennsylvania, 457,289 people got the coronavirus. 12,010 people died. United States, 15,511,043 and 43 confirmed cases. 229,480 deaths, and 7,180,627 recovered people. Globally, 69,299,369 cases, 1,577,330 deaths, and 598,003 infected people recovered. Other news that's important, Texas was joined by 17 different states to sue Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin for their improper handling, I'll just say, of the election. Now, there are so many different things that happen, and they're saying that they went against the Constitution and election laws that allowed fraudulent voting, and I'm a firm believer that they need to start prosecuting every person that they can show has any case of fraud, because there's thousands of different scenarios where people are showing fraud, and it just seems like they don't care. But I think there should be statewide, countywide, municipality-wide. They need to investigate every single place and get rid of every fraudster. Facebook is in an antitrust lawsuit with the Federal Trade Commission to break up their monopoly and handling of social media and the information they're controlling. And there's an important thing which I'm going to expand and have another video actually tomorrow morning. I'm going to do it first thing. But Goomba Sauce and Taste of Sicily launched a lawsuit to protect business owners and facilities with liquor licenses from having problems. Taste of Italy, if you didn't know, they actually stayed open even though the government told everybody to shut down. They got sued. They won their lawsuit. The Tunnelton Inn in Pennsylvania, they stayed open because they're a small business with a liquor license and said, we can't operate. We're going to go out of business if we close. They got their license suspended. Then they got their license back. December 18th, they're actually going to court. And the fellas at Goomba Sauce, they basically have an attorney petition that if you are a liquor license owner, you can sign to show support. And this basically is going to set a precedent. A precedent to say that Governor Wolf's mandate actually is not enforceable. And a business with a liquor license cannot be sued as long as they're following the regulations, not Governor Wolf's mandate, the regulations from the Liquor Control Board, as well as, you know, any federal regulations, but not Wolf's. Wolf can't shut them down, basically, is what they're saying. They're going to court on the 18th. If you have a liquor license and want to support, there's a link to Facebook. The Sauce fella, which is Goomba's, ask him for the document for liquor licenses. You can review it, sign it, email it back to the attorney, and you're not just supporting that small business, you're supporting your own. When they go to court and win, you won't be able to have Wolf shut you down. You'll be able to operate. Well, this is the update. Sorry, I tried to go as quick as possible. It's Pete with the Small Business Resource Center. If you need help with anything, comment below. And if you could do me a favor, smash a like for the algorithm. It really helps me out. And share this with a friend. Subscribe if you're new. Have a great day.